Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shareen. I'm an interior designer in New York City, and this is going to be all about the installation process. Let's talk about what happens then. So installation, we are currently on a project that I've been showing you glimpses and peeks of. We talked about it in the procurement process last week, and today we're going to talk about installation of lighting specifically. We have a lighting install going in this space because it has concrete ceilings, and I will talk about how I solved for that. And then we're going to talk about installing the furniture and like the process for receiving all of those deliveries into the space and making sure that we get it set up. So let's start with receiving and the furniture. I mentioned in the procurement video that I suggest that you get warehousing or a receiving warehouse. If you're working with an interior designer, we'll recommend one to you. The receiving warehouse receives all of the furniture when it's being ordered, and it gets delivered to them so that they can inspect it and ensure that it's the right color and that there's no damage and that everything is in good working condition. They'll hold everything so that your construction site or your project site doesn't get corroded with a whole bunch of items that don't need to be there at the time it doesn't need to be there. The contractors will work usually floor to ceiling through things, top down. Ceiling to floor. So starting with electrical work and then plastering the ceilings and then working on the walls and then working on the floors last. That way, as dirt and grime and things like that end up on the floors, it can be cleaned up before we conclude the project. In this case, we're going to talk about these concrete ceilings in here and how we worked through those. So obviously I couldn't just add light fixtures in the ceiling because I wanted to, but this is a high-rise building and there are perimeters. So what I designed here is a soffit that goes around the perimeter of the room. I did this design in two spaces in this apartment. One is in the guest room and one is in the great room. The soffit then has a track of LED light, which is attached to a driver, and then we've connected that to light switches, which will all be obviously the screwless Lutron switches, which I prefer. And those are going to be updated panels so that they're nice and sleek and modern. In these spaces, you'll see the soffits are installed and the plastering is up there, which means the walls have to be painted to be smoothed over. And that is the part of the installation process that we're working on today. Aside from that, you'll see outside in the exterior, we're doing some installation out there. We pressure washed the floor, painted the ground, laid down the rugs, laid down some of the chairs. We're waiting for the chair covers to arrive and some of the final cushions. And our installation process is underway. So let's take a peek. So in this room, we added the soffit around the perimeter up here. You can see it coming around. I built it out quite a bit because I'm going to put a bookcase of millwork along this entire wall here. And it comes around this perimeter, comes around the front behind you. And then over here on the right-hand side is where it's going to connect to the light switch, which has been installed here. So now this has gone from a 2-panel to a 3-panel, and that will be dimmable as well. So you can see how lovely that light looks in the space. However, doing that creates a lot of plaster on the ceiling and on the walls, and that plaster now has to be repainted. So this space is being touched up and getting its either second or third coat. I believe it's second coat of paint today, and then it will be good to go. The only light in this room originally was this source of light, which used to have a track. We've eliminated the track and we're going to be installing the new fixture here. Don't usually leave exposed wires. We're in the process of working on it. Okay, we're going to take a look at the guest room. So this is the guest room, and in here we're installing a lime wash paint. So this lime wash paint is essentially pebbles that are in the paint, and it gets applied with a left and right brush motion. We also have the soffit in here that you'll see is put up on the ceiling. That gets us the light that we need in this room. This room prior to that didn't have any light whatsoever, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it comes together. I am going to utilize the soffits back over there for the curtains, and I will insert the renders so that you can get an idea of what it's going to look like at the end. And that is the installation so far in this space. Here we are in the exterior space. This is the love seat we have, and then we also have our side chairs. So far, we've left the plastic on because we're still in the installation process. But if you watch the IKEA video that went up, I think it was our last video, I'll link it for you. I told you about this hack of multiplying the rugs by laying as many as you need in order to achieve the look that you want to achieve. So this is actually 4 different runners that we've placed on here to get this like customized length that we needed. And then we layered it with this blue rug and placed her chairs on the outsides of it. This is going to be so cool when it is finished. I'm super excited about this space. And as we're installing it, we're also working on the lighting that's going to be coming out here. We have a lot of fun rechargeable lamps that are going to be in the space, some exterior plants that are on their way. And yeah, we're just taking it one step at a time. And this is what the exterior installation process is looking like. I'll keep you posted. Thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere on YouTube, but you chose to be with me, and I appreciate that. I'm thankful for you, and I will see you next time, Thursday after next. Oh, and by the way, we just celebrated 5 years as a company. Thank you for being here for real. Ciao.